My dogs. Happy Sunday to all you lovely people out there. Hopefully, you guys get notifications. We shall see. Hello, Danny. Danny was the first one here. Great job, Danny. All early, little early bird. Early bird gets the worm. I'm all wormless though. No worms right now, Danny. But thank you for being first. We'll see who else joins you. Okay, so it is Sunday, August 4th. We'll talk about Angela. Adele Martinez, what is going on? Hello. Fernando Lewis in Southern Arizona. Hello. Cindy Villa. Franco, what is going on, Cindy? How are you? The Walkers. Hello. Ruth Bruner. Hello. Lil Peppa. Not Big Peppa, Lil Peppa. Stacy Lovin, my first moderator, my first team wrench here. Thank you for coming here. Stacy Lovin, you're awesome. Ponisha Prescott, what is going on? Watchdog Kennels, hello. Troy Torres, what is going on? Mama Bear K, hello. Michelle Herbert, what's happening? Dominique Segundo, not primero, segundo. Hello, Lily. Hello, all the way in Australia. Thank you for coming on in, Lily, all the way from Australia. I appreciate you. Nancy Oyola, hello. Miss Beth, hi. Bob the Builder, hello. Piña Colada, I haven't had one of those in a long time. Gabrielle, hello. Tortuga, Lisa, did Angela get to the hospital? Um, I did a video with her today, so you guys will see that tomorrow. Brian Perez, hello. Kenneth, what's happening? Michelle, what's happening? Cecilia Godinez, hello. Sharon R, hello, all the way in Florida, cool. Elvia Flores, what's going on? Nell T. Nelson, hello. Melanie Owasco, what's going on? Kathy Reardon, hello. Martha Cruz in San Diego. Cheryl Culbertson, I'm doing good. Alora, what's happening? Alora. Casera Ibarra, what is going on? Casera. Samantha Alicia, what's going on? Ollie Breitz, where is Jessica Bikini? Jessica the Hamburglar, I have no idea. I haven't seen her in a long time. Hopefully she's doing good. She's not biting my burger though, that's for sure. Susan Spring, what's going on? Beauty Queen, all the way in Texas, what's happening? The JJ Show, hello. Susan Fortner says, hola. Char Lund is in North Dakota. Cool. Kitty Shop Badass, what's going on? Leanne Burke, all the way in Ireland. What's going on, Leanne? Hopefully you're doing good. Lexus, she needs serious medical attention ASAP. Lexus, yes. Diana Garcia in San Diego. What's going on? Oh, shoot. I forgot my little sign. Hold on. No update on Carla. If I had an update on Carla, you guys would be the first ones to know. Let me pin that really quick because I'm gonna get okay. So there's question number one on. I think we'll get 20 Carla questions tonight. Okay, it's 20. So here's the first one. Okay, so there's a little banner up on top. Beep, 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 beep. Where was that? Lexus in Georgia, what's happening? BT, what's going on? Bruno Toledo, hello. Maria Provencher, I think, are you in New Hampshire, Maria? Kimberly Nelson, what's going on? James Martinez, what's going on? Cheryl Borges, hello, good evening. Michelle says, I just watched Angela's video. Oh my goodness, she is in a bad way. Yes. Lisa Demoulin, hello. Kathy Reardon, say my name. Say my name. Who remembers Romper Room, PBS Kids versus TV show in the 70s? I was an 80s PBS person. Sunny Brook is in hot Phoenix. Yes, me too. Too hot. Cynthia Nunez in Bakersfield. Hello. Luz Lopez, what is going on? Dolores Bradner. I made it back to Kentucky from New Hampshire. Vacation was nice. 3 months. Damn, that's a 3 months in vacation. Must be nice. Inked Shark. Hello. Andrea Martinez is in Texas. Look at the banner up on top. Okay, so that's a fourth Carla question. Damn. Bob the Builder, I like to show some of your videos to my kids to show the dangers of drug use. I have questions that I would love you to ask you and do your interview if you're okay with it. Bob the Builder, awesome. Thanks for showing them. Yeah, I'll try to answer your questions if I'm able to. Miriam Mendez, hello. Piña colada, yes. Angela needs a divine intervention. I need a piña colada. Chris Solo in Nebraska. Good evening. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. Athena Rodriguez. What is going on? Krista Marie. Hello. Kimberly Nelson. Hello. Roxy. Hello. Bob Ross was our 80s PB. Yeah, I remember getting home and Bob Ross was painting, talking very monotone. That was funny. Mary from Florida was going on. Shay Stinson, howdy. I think Angela was born in Taylor, Texas, actually. I'm pretty sure she said that. She was born in Taylor, Texas, and somehow ended up out here in Arizona. Krista Marie, hello. Trisha, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Karen Howard is a little warm in somewhere. Tammy in Wyoming. What's happening? A little warm, a little toasty. Sheba, Hokusi Sheba is in Washington. Cool. Cassie, dodging tornadoes, going like this or what in Florida? Damn. Taz for life, what is going on? Stephanie with two N's. Damn, she could afford two N's. That's awesome. I bet your names get mispronounced or misspelled all the time, right? Lisa Demoulin is in Canada. Cool. Virginia, hello. Tammy Henderson. I did a video with Angela. I went to go check on Angela today. You guys will see that tomorrow. Okay. Constantine, what is going on? Virginia, hello. So yeah, so I ended up going out today and I talked to Miggs, okay, because I wanted to see if he's wearing the new wardrobe that I gave him, and then Angela, because I wanted to see how her leg is doing and talk to her. And so I ended up talking to both. You guys will see both of those tomorrow, okay? So Jeff Getler, what's going on? Sweet Mountain Home is in Arkansas. Cool. Elizabeth Gonzalez, what is happening? How are you, Elizabeth? Alejandro Delgado, are you skipping my comment on purpose? I'm generally worried. I had it on Snapchat and she hasn't posted in a month. I didn't see your question, Alejandra, but I saw there's 100 comments on here. Don't get all butt hurt if I miss yours or whatever. Okay, so don't be like that. Don't be a Karen. Come in here all entitled like I'm supposed to answer your question. There's 100 questions in here. Better slow down. I'm not your mom or your dad. Better calm down there, Missy. Junkyard Dog, I hope she got some help. Yes, we'll see. Christina C, what is going on? Hello. So let's talk about Angela. Okay, so I want you guys to know. I want you guys to understand. Okay, so we have people that comment like with their emotions first, right? They're not thinking logically, and I get it. And so I try not to give them a hard time, right? So because I understand like I know that Angela needs to go to the doctor. Okay, I know she needs to go to the hospital. I know that she's ill. I know that she's not going to make it, for very much longer. If she has an eye issue, if she has an arm issue, if she has her legs issue, addiction, the sun, not eating, not sleep. I know I'm not stupid. Okay, so I'm there. You guys aren't, right? You guys are just seeing 10 minutes of a bigger conversation that I have with her because I'm there longer with her before the video and after the video. Okay, so give me grace, give me understanding. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. Okay, so when you guys kind of put your emotions in check, okay, like I do a really good job of putting my emotions in check. So I genuinely offer her to take her to the hospital. I would love to take her to the doctor, right? I would love to take her to the hospital. Okay, she declines. She doesn't want to go to the hospital. Okay, so call the ambulance. The, the reason why, okay, I don't call the ambulance on Angela is because I know what's going to happen. The ambulance is going to get there. They're going to say, "Hey, can we check you out?" I know for a fact that Angela's gonna say, "Don't touch me. Don't check me out. I don't want you guys to look at me." I know that. I've seen that already. I've seen it 100 times from people. Okay. You have to take my word for it. I've been doing this for going on 4 years now. We're getting close to 4 years. Uh, in 3 months, it'll be 4 years that I've been doing this, right? You guys imagine how many times on my Snapchat today we saw? So let me show you my Snapchat from to date. They're laying down a bag. There's a body. They're doing chest compressions on a gentleman. You see that guy? You see the firefighter in the back? So that guy didn't make it today. You guys know how many times I've seen bodies laying, so I think a lot of you guys have no concept, no clue, no understanding of what I see out on the streets. I really am a little bit more informed than probably you are. Okay, so I know, right? So can you imagine if I would have called the ambulance on Angela? They go there, they drive there. They're kind of wasting their time on Angela because as soon as they get there, can we check you out? They have to ask, can we check you out? Can we look at you? Can we take your vitals? Can we look at your leg? She's going to say no. Is that going to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Because that they could have been saving this guy that you guys just saw, right? Instead of, I'm not saying going to waste their time with Angela, but I'm saying she's awake and alert and she's going to decline. This guy was knocked out. That's the only reason that they were able to touch him because he was unconscious, right? Make sense? So we all have the right of medical refusal. You, me, and Angela as well. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand that. Okay, and because I have a really good understanding, a really good grasp on that. Okay, I can't force her to go to hospital because that's called kidnapping. That's a felony in the state of Arizona. Okay, that's bad. I'm trying to avoid that. Right. Um, so, so yeah, pray for her. Send her some clothes, right? I have a UPS box. Send her some clothes. Send her some makeup. She loves lipstick. She loves makeup, right? That makes her feel like a woman, like beautiful, like everybody wants her, like desirable, right? You want to lift her spirits. Send her makeup. Send her some food. Send her stuff, right? Pray for her, but trying to castigate me and like, oh, Art, you're not calling the hospital. They're not calling them, but take her to the hospital by force, or how do you want me to take her? Anyways, I've had this conversation like 100 times on the chat for the past 3.5 years, unfortunately, right? Reminding people of like common sense stuff, right? Because I think people and I think it's just people go emotional, like, oh my God, her leg looks really bad. I was right there in person. It looks 100 times worse in person. It looks worse in person. I think the video kind of cleans it up a little bit, sanitizes it a little bit, but it's horrible in person, and my heart goes out to her. It aches, but I have really good control of my emotions, and I'm able to respect her wishes to not be seen by medical experts, by medical professionals. That's her god-given right in America. She has the right to choose or to deny medical care. I understand that. Angela understands that. I think most of Americans understand that. I think there's a few people that kind of give me a hard time. And every video of Angela, oh my God, why are you not taking her to the hospital? Oh my God, because she doesn't want to go to the hospital. I can't force her to go. So God bless those people. Luz Lopez, you're absolutely wrong. I know you know what you're doing in regards to how you communicate with her, but either way, her leg is undeniably infected. Even if she declines, then so be it. But maybe it would force her to go. Again, you see that word force? You're wrong. You could force your child to go, your 5-year-old. You could force your 10-year-old to go. She's a 50-year-old grown woman that has the right to refuse medical care, and she'll do it 100% of the time. She's gonna go when she's, like Martin. Remember Martin Luce? Were you around when Martin? Do you remember Martin? His legs were infected. You know how many infected limbs I see every day, Luz? A lot, a lot. So Luz Lopez, you're wrong. That's the example of you're communicating through emotion, right? And you're just wrong. Okay, you're absolutely wrong. And I get it. I'm not going to give you a hard time because I know that you mean well. You're just 100% wrong. Okay, trust me. I know what I'm saying. Trust me. Let me show you another. Hold on. Hold it. Let me show you. What is that? What does that look like? Another infected leg, Luz Lopez. Another infected leg. You know how many times I see infected limbs every day all across the valley? Come on, man. Come on. So I just got to be patient with you guys. That's it. We just got to be nice. Try to be nice. Try to be nice. Ilana, I'm going to try to say your name. Ilana Gazor Gazorka. Did I say it right? Hi from Finland. Yes, I remember Martin, but I wonder what the hell is happening to her legs. What is happening to her legs? It's not what happened to Martin's legs. I was just using that as kind of comparison, right? So they both had issues, leg infections. So Teresa Roberts, hello. What is going on? Evolve. What's happening? Hello. Red Librarian. Hello. She's not doing trank. So it's another misnomer. Harley Girl, what is going on? Nina, Cynthia, fasciitis, necrote. So I'll put that out there that it's not trank. Okay, trank is not prevalent here in Phoenix. I don't know. Maybe you guys are from out of town, back east somewhere where that trank is very prevalent. Trank is not prevalent here. It's here in Phoenix, but it's not prevalent. People don't use. I've never known anybody here in Phoenix that uses trank. So whenever people see sores like that, oh my god, automatically they go to trank, and it's not trank. So sorry to burst your bubble. Alexa Antuna, what is going on? Hello. So she doesn't know what happened to her eye. I don't know what happened to her eye. Something's growing on her eye, and she refuses to go to the doctor. Her little ball on her left arm, that's something that started when she was 12, 13 years old. It just got bigger in the past through the passing of time. And it's never hurt, never had any pain. So she's only told me she's gone to hospital one time. She said she had a ball like that in her butt. That's why she went to the doctor, because that one did hurt. She had a ball like that growing in her butt, is what she said. So she went to the doctor because the pain must have been extreme, right? So that's going to happen. That's what has to happen. Two things. Uh, the pain has to be excruciating to the point where that's where she'll go to the hospital, right? She'll call 911. She'll she'll get to the hospital. or she's knocked out. She's unconscious, like she's just knocked out. She's Somebody sees her knocked out on the ground. She's not responding, and so they call 911. They call the ambulance. The ambulance gets there. So um, when you're knocked out, you don't have to give consent. You don't have to give medical professionals the okay to treat you. They're going to treat you because of the Good Samaritan law, right? They're going to assume that you're ill and you can't speak for yourself. They're going to advocate for you and just start treating you. So that's what happens. Filk one, happy Sunday. Hello. Ilona Gastorska. I'm a little great. I'm a little. I'm trying to make myself be great again. Jana Trost Lipoma. Enzi Raycor. I'm doing well, thank you. Appreciate you. Puchicano, pre-diabetic, diabetic people, and the elderly are predisposed to swollen limbs, primarily the legs. It's cellulitis, I believe. Blood isn't circulating efficiently. I don't think it's any of that. Puchicano, I think it's other issues that she has. So Verda Simpson Lily, what is going on? Have we ruled out MRSA? I don't think it's MRSA, but again, so for the people that are just coming in, I went out to go check on her today, and I talked to her, I interviewed her, and you guys will see that tomorrow. Okay, so just keep her in your prayers, keep praying for her, sending her good vibes. I gave her lipstick today, so that kind of made her a little happy. So I put her, yeah, she made her a little happy. Make art great again. Yes, I'm gonna put a red hat that says "Make art great again." Suviana Larish, what is going on? High for life, what's happening? Michelle, she certainly doesn't look comfortable limping. Yep. Elaine Weinberg, wish we could slip her a sleeping pill. My luck, I give her a sleeping pill, she dies, and now I'm going away to prison for manslaughter because I gave her a sleeping pill that caused her to die. That's my luck. That's the type of luck that I have. So yeah, I stay away from giving these people drugs. Creme de la creme, what's happening? Daisy Delgado, hello, I'm new to your channel and just wanted to give you your credit for the awareness and support you give to those you help out there. Thank you very much, Daisy Delgado. I appreciate you. Thank you for being so nice and your warm sentiment. Evelyn Searle Mar, I noticed her posture looks like scoliosis. She definitely has scoliosis among if I was to write all the medical issues she has, it's like a long list of it's a litany of stuff, so poor thing. Survivors, hello, aloha, thank you, I appreciate you. Constantine, do I think people refuse to go to the hospital because of withdrawals? Um, I think she refuses to go to the hospital because she'll be away from her environment, from her what she's used to, from her drugs, from her routine. She doesn't like hospitals. She doesn't like doctors. She don't like being poked and prodded. She hates that stuff. That's what I understand. Elaine Weinberg, never give up. Don't give up. Keep going. Push through the pain. Shidel Armijo, come to Portland and do some interviews. Yikes. I don't know if I'll ever get to Portland. I don't know if I'll ever go to Portland, but it's a beautiful state. Unfortunately, you got politicians that vote just knucklehead politicians, just like California. Beautiful state, just knucklehead politicians, man. Arizona starting to become like that. We have knucklehead politicians that are. Knuckleheads. I'll say it like that. Kim H, good evening. Hello. Cool cat, thank you. Appreciate you. Arlena, what is going on? Hello. The walkers, what kind of dogs do I have? So I have 5 dogs. The mom is what I say? Gosh, I need to write this down. I always forget. She's a Lapso and fudge. Phoebe. She's a Lapso and a Maltese. Okay, that's the mom. Lapso and a Maltese. And then the dad, Milo, he is a Bashan and a Shih Tzu. Okay, so when you combine those two, the breed is teddy bear. It's very cute, very docile, super sweet. And so they have, so they had six. She had 6 puppies. One died. I ended up with 5, and then I gave away one, and I have 4 puppies. Wait, 3 puppies. Yeah, 3 Wait, the hell? My math is wrong, right? How many did I give away? How many were born? 5? Yeah, 5 were born, I guess. I think. Cecilia Amirati, are there any medical mobile units who can go to her location? Yes, but she'll refuse medical treatment, Cecilia. Lisa says, I'm glad the lipstick brought her some comfort. Yeah, um, the lipstick did bring her comfort. And thank you guys very much for that. She likes that. She loves lipstick. She loves makeup. She likes putting on, and like in her mind, that makes her feel like a woman, right? That's why she dressed. Have you guys noticed the way she dresses? She kind of like showing her skin and kind of little tops and all that. Speaking of little tops, so she was wearing the shirt yesterday, and something about a breast slipped out. First of all, I don't think she has any freaking breasts, right? I don't know. She's something, but somebody saw it. I didn't see anything. The YouTube out whatchamacallit didn't see anything. Some people got offended because of that. Oh my god, they emailed me and somebody messaged something on there. Oh my god, I'm disappointed. You showed I didn't see anything, right? So on the list of 100 things that are critical for Angela's health, well-being, and future, her breast being exposed for half a second doesn't even make it on that list. So please, please, for the love of God, try not to be a Karen that's going to email me or get mad, upset. Like, oh my, I've been a subscriber for 2 years and I'm disappointed that it was in poor taste that you showed her breast. Shut the hell up. This lady is on death's doorstep and you're offended because her, popped out. How stupid do you think that sounds, man? This lady's eye is something's happening with their eye, some growth, right? I don't even know what it is. I've never seen that in my life, right? Um, she has no teeth. Um, her big, massive ball of who knows what the hell that is. She's had that most of her life. And now she has some damn sores all up and down her leg that cause her to be in extreme pain. And you're upset because somehow the shirt and the breast. I'm disappointed in people that behave that way, right? So again, God bless you. Don't you shouldn't you should give me the benefit of the doubt. You should give me grace and understanding because that's what I try to do with the people I interview. But at least the people I interview, I know why they're out there. They're battling addiction, right? They're homeless because they're battling addiction. They haven't bathed in months because they're battling addiction. They got mental health issues, some of them. What's your excuse for acting that way? Why are you acting that way in that manner, right? I don't get it. So it's weird. Tell it like it is. Who is that? Is that Smokey Robinson or no? Tell it like it is. I remember when I was a kid, I listened to Smokey Robinson for the first time. The first song I ever heard was "Tears of a Clown." I was like, "Damn, that's a cool song. That dude sings really good." So yeah, it was a long time ago. Dana Wilson, what is going on? Hello. Aaron Neville. Yes, you're right, Luz. Aaron Neville. So, what I know about that dude, Aaron Neville, is he's from New Orleans, right? And I remember him singing with a duet with some a lady. Uh, I think there's the Neville brothers, right? Does he have a brother that sings too, or am I off? Motown, the good music, right? It was like good music back then, right? What happened with the music? Music doesn't exist no more. The genres suck, you know? My goodness. What do you guys listen to music? What are you guys listening to? I don't listen to rap. I hate rap. Okay. I used to listen when I was a kid because I thought it was cool because I was 15 years old, right? But then I grew up. And so I don't like that stuff at all. Cecilia Linda Ronstadt. She's from Tucson, Arizona. Michelle Herbert, Old Rock. So my favorite band of all time, Led Zeppelin. That band was amazing. Jazz, that's awesome. Jazz is kind of cool. I could listen to it. I'm not a big fan, but I can listen to it. Louis Armstrong, uh, stuff like that, right? Back in the days. Rush, Jim Morrison. I think he's from Ohio, but he passed away in Paris, France. I think he's buried in France, isn't he? Jim Morrison. Adele. Adele is from England, I think, right? Adele. Yeah, Adele. I like old country. I like old country. I like George Strait, George Jones, that type of stuff, music from back then, right? That was really cool stuff. I'm not a Garth Brooks, and like country nowadays, yeah, they try to mix it with, make it popish, kind of rapish, kind of stupid. Just keep it traditional, man. So it's like the movies nowadays. They're messing with traditional movies, right, and making them modern, to trashy stuff. Lana Del Rey. Uh, Lana Del Rey. Gosh, what is that one? Lana Del Rey has good songs. I started listening to her like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Lana Del Rey. Violet. What, Violet? Something Violent or Violet? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Candy is in Ohio, the Buckeye State. My car was born in Lordstown, Ohio in 1967. I've already talked about it. I love talking about my car. So here's a little mini version of my car. Isn't it a cool car? Oh my gosh. So I kind of like Ohio because of that. Conway Twitty, Electric Lights ELO, Pink. So did I tell you guys my my Pink Floyd story? So I was a kid, right? I was little. I was a teenager. I was 13, 14, and Jay Thompson, cool dude, really cool dude. He's a cool dude, and I got in his truck, and we're going. I don't know where the hell we're going, and he goes. He said, he got in the car and he was about to play music, and he said, "Do you like Pink Floyd?" And I said, "Who's he?" He started cracking up. So I had never heard of Pink Floyd, right? Because at that time I was listening to, rap, right? Because I thought rap was cool, right? And it is cool when you're a kid, right? Because you're a kid, and you don't know any better, right? So, but it's funny, like Pink Floyd, like Pink, um, the Dark Side of the Moon, Money, Time. Pink Floyd's amazing, right? So yeah, Pink Floyd's one of the best bands of all time. They're super, super amazing. Gospel music. I love when Elvis sang gospel music. God, it sounded so good, right? So Elvis, I'm gonna go to Graceland, the next couple years, right? I'm gonna go there for vacation just to go hang out because I'm like a history buff, and if you guys haven't heard him singing gospel, damn, or you already know, the world knows that he has an amazing voice, right? I love that he could sing anything, right? He was just so talented, natural talent. He didn't have to practice. He just boom, sang it. Love that guy. Samantha Alicia is 20 minutes from Lordstown. Awesome. Unchained Melody, that's the Righteous Brothers, right? That's a cool song for sure. CCR, absolutely. Misha? Is it Misha? Kathy Reardon says, we saw Steel Pulse last night, a reggae band from Jamaica. The concert was fun until 30 of us were asked to stay after for a long lecture by the bass guitarist. He started 5 stories and got nowhere. Uh, that sucks. Sammy Hagar from Sammy Hagar was on Van Halen, right? Am I right? Kaylin Huddleston, El Trio, Fleetwood Mac. Yes, I love Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks. God, Stevie Nicks is awesome. Van Halen is cool. Rolling Stones. I like I like a lot of Rolling Stones. So I probably like 2 songs of the Beatles. I don't get why people like. I don't get the Beatles thing. I don't. That's just not my. I like a couple of their songs, the Beatles, but I've never been like. I don't see the kind of like the Beatles are like what's that Chick-fil-A? Long lines and oh my god, this is the most amazing chicken sandwich. To me, like I don't get the big deal. I don't know why there's long lines in the big deal about Chick-fil-A. Same thing with the Beatles. I have no idea what the thing about the Beatles is, right? To me, the best band ever is Led Zeppelin, right? Led Zeppelin, without a doubt. Tortuga Lisa, I saw ACDC in 1997, Portland, Oregon, Rose Garden. That's awesome. ACDC. Wow. ACDC is bad, man. They're amazing. Yo, for sure. Ruth Bruner, can we send Amazon packages? Yes, you can. For sure. Thank you. Carlos Santana, yes. That guy was born in TJ, right? I think. Really, really talented guitarist for sure. Good guy. I'm a Zepp head. Grateful Dead. I I don't you know I don't get that music. To me, I categorize them with the ZZ Top, Beatles, and Grateful Dead. That's kind of miscellaneous music. Uh, but yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh my God, Stevie Ray Vaughan. God, that dude, talented. Things from Texas, right? John Lennon. Yeah, he was amazing. Iron Maiden. Doreen Kopke, what is going on? Hello. Lashera Fisher. Dorothy Zabornak. RHCP. Remind me one more time. Remind me RHCP. My favorite movie of all time is The Godfather. The Godfather. That's a great movie. That's a great trilogy. When it comes to movies with a lot of Um, I only watched the first three, and then I don't. It's like the like Star Wars. I watched the first three, and then I don't. I'll never watch any other Star Wars except for the first three. Rocky, the first three, all the other ones, like all the either, so like Creed is just Rocky, but they're just put new faces for this generation, right? Which is you shouldn't do that. Shouldn't touch that franchise. You should leave the franchise alone. Don't try to accommodate it for this generation. Just leave the franchise alone, right? So, but yeah, I'm like a movie purist, like a history purist. Don't mess with history. Don't try to rewrite history, right? George Washington wasn't brown, wasn't black. Don't try to rewrite history, man. Brandon, oh, I'm sorry, Brendan, all the way in Canada, what's going on? Zara Israel, hello, what is going on? Home Alone 1 and 2. So my second favorite movie of all time was Exorcist. I watched that when I was a kid. That was scary as hell. After I watched that movie, I never showered with my eyes closed. I always, like I'm showering, washing, and I'm like my eyes with my back against the wall. So I'm just waiting for something to go like this. Misha says, I watch Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile every year. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption is such a great movie, right? Uh, Green Mile, another great movie, classic. The Gladiator, wow, that came out what, 99, 2000? That's a great movie. You like Bruce Lee movies? Yes. Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Uh, I remember when I was a kid. So I grew up in the 80s, and he had passed away. When did he pass away? Late 70s, early 80s he passed away, right? And so there's a big like karate craze in the 80s because of Bruce Lee. And so yeah, it's really sad. And then his son died. I'm like, oh my God, like what's it like they're it's like the Kennedys, right? Like Bruce Lee is like the Kennedys of the Asian families, it's crazy, man. Sad. Scarface, Notebook, Ali and Noah, right? Wendy Dresser, yeah, listen to Wendy Dresser. There's 227 people. We only have 134 likes. There's like a half of you guys are not. Yeah, it's free, it's easy and convenient, and it's the cool thing to do. Dorothy Zabornak likes the Red Hot Chili Peppers because give it away, give it away, give it away now. I remember I was in high school when that came out. I was like, what's this dude talking about? We'll give away what? What are they giving away? Marilu Madrid, what is going on? I love Brooke Shields. She was so beautiful. So she was like 15, 14 years old when she made Lagoon, the Blue Lagoon, right? Or what was it called? Something about a lagoon. Her and a boy, and it got little. I've never watched it, but she was like 14 or something, little when it kind of showed a little too much, something like that. Brooke Shields, yeah, she was. I remember her in the 80s. She was beautiful, and she still is. You know who looks good? So I had a crush on Molly Ringwald, right? And she still looks good right now, Molly Ringwald. Damn, she looked great. Mystic River is a really good movie. Robert Tovar, hello. Forrest Gump. 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, those movies. I could watch those on repeat, like all. I've watched them 100 times, just like The Godfather and all those movies. Isn't that crazy? Like, so check it out. If I want to watch real basketball, um, I go to YouTube and watch games from the 80s and 90s. If I want to watch real like good boxing, I have to go to YouTube and watch fights from the 80s and 90s, right? Isn't that crazy how everything is so watered down now? Everything sucks. The music, the culture, the movies, everything sucks. Like what's going on? I think we need to claim our society again, right? Like who are we giving up our society to, right? Bunch of knuckleheads, you know? So it's kind of weird. I remember when I was a kid, we used to say the Pledge of Allegiance every day. Every day. I thought that was so cool, patriotic, right? We said God without any issues. Somewhere along the line, we gave too much power, all the power, to a little bunch of knuckleheads, right? But this many knuckleheads rule our world today, right? With politics and and uh, and just social issues. You know, it's weird. Stacy Lovin is in love with Lenny Kravitz. I liked which song did he? So he redid American Woman, right? American Woman. He redid it, but it was really the Who, right? Who sang that song? He has a couple songs. I remember Lenny Kravitz. To me, he's more famous when he was dating that girl from the Cosby Show. I forget her name. That lady was like a knucklehead, man. She was always kind of odd and weird. I forgot her name, but I forgot her name. Def Leppard, "Pour Some Sugar on Me," right? They had the One-Handed Bandit. The drummer, got in an accident and he lost his arm, and he still you think he gave up? Felt sorry for himself? Hell no. He was still drumming with one arm. That's awesome. That's amazing. Lisa Bonet, yeah, I was never a fan of that girl. Motley Crue. So I never really liked their music, but I like their story, Motley Crue. They're from LA. Those dudes were partying every night, doing all kind of crazy things every night. It was crazy. Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi. I saw a picture of John Bon Jovi recently. Like, what the hell happened to that dude? Like, he doesn't look like the John Bon Jovi that I remember, right? Because I remember um, all of his songs. Oh my god, I'm trying to blank on all their songs, right? But I he looks like a different dude. Probably, he's aged, but yeah. Mickey Rourke. Oh my god, that dude. Kelly Fox, I'm curious why you make your shirts black because it's so hot in Phoenix and the color black attracts the sun to make someone warmer. Kelly Fox, awesome. Thank you for inquiring why I get my shirts, the Lost in Phoenix shirts, black, because a white shirt would get super dirty, whereas a black shirt is dirty, but you can't really see it that much. Does that kind of make sense? So, uh, so yeah, that's the logic behind it. So. Did I watch the classic horror movies like Frankenstein and Dracula? Dracula. What was his name? Dracula from back in the day. What was his name? Oh my gosh, the guy from the original Dracula. Yes, that dude was really good. You guys know who I'm talking about. Black and white, Frankenstein. Yep, all that stuff. Great stuff. Nosferatu. Boris. Boris Carlyle or Boris something. Bela Lugosi? Yes, that dude. He had an accent, right? Because he was from Poland or somewhere, right? And he had that thick accent. Yeah. That guy. Silence of the Lambs. Damn, that's such a good movie. You remember when he was standing in the mirror and he tucked it in? I would fuck me. I was cracking up. What was his name? Bill something or Bob something? Bill or Bob? Goodfellas. Yeah, the story. Good is Goodfellas the Henry Hill. Is that one it? Yeah, right. That's really a story from Henry Hill's perspective. Buffalo Bill. Yeah, that dude. Um, they took so like, do you guys remember when he was wearing a cast and he hit that girl over the head and he's and threw in her in the van, right? You know who did that? Ted Bundy did that. He had a cast and he asked for help and he kidnapped a chick, at least one like that. So they kind of used a little bit of a of true crime for some of that stuff. Isn't that crazy? Queen Gemini, people are spreading rumors about Carla passing away. Um, Humans spread rumors about any little thing. Um, in all honesty, I don't know. I haven't seen her, haven't talked to her. But I personally don't listen to rumor, gossip, or innuendo. I stopped doing that in this like the sixth grade because I grew up right. So so I don't really participate in that, to be honest with you. I don't really even really discuss it a whole lot because it's giving it's lending credence. It's giving credibility to the knuckleheads. So I don't partake in that. Nina Cynthia, what happened to that girl you interview was so funny. The one that you gave the blessing bag from Shorty. I given 100 blessing bags from Shorty to different people. Give me a name. Give me a name. Luz Lopez. For all we know, Carla could be in danger by traffickers. Luz Lopez. For all we know, she could have won the lottery. For all we know, she could have got married and she's on a yacht somewhere with a rich husband. For all we know, she could have enlisted in college. For all we know, she could be in it. It could. For all we know, we can keep going and going and going down the list. The point is, we don't know, so we just don't. We just don't create a gossipy rumor innuendo thing. Dogs, what is going on? Hello, how are you? What's new? Erica Alvarez, hello. Kaylin Huddleston, is it illegal to take someone on the street to hospital? It is illegal to take anybody anywhere against their will. That is the classic definition of kidnapping. That's a felony in all 50 states. That makes sense? It doesn't matter if they're homeless, doesn't matter if they're drug addicts, it doesn't matter. I can't impose my will on another human being here in America. That happens in other countries because that's another country, but here you can't do that. They have rights. Blood in, blood out. Which one's the one that Miklo? Which one's Miklo? Is it blood in, blood out? I always get all of those confused. Is that America? American Me, Boulevard Nights, and Blood In, Blood Out. Like I get them all mixed up. They're all, you know, they're all kind of the same ish to me a little bit. Nina Cynthia, I'm addicted to Xanax right now. It's impossible to taper off without a doctor. That's why it's so hard to get off of it. I've heard of that stuff. I don't even know what that is, Xanax. Thankfully, I'm not on medication, man. I don't no prescription drugs for me, no none of that stuff. Kathy T, if you decided to call 911 to do a wellness check, how many police officers do you think drive past her every single day? Kathy, how many? Give me a number. When I'm interviewing Angela, I see police officers pass. They know her by name because she's been in that area for 20 years. She lives in a really horrible part of town. I would hate to live in that area. It sucks. I was when I talked to when I talked to her today. I drove by and there was three police officers in the middle of the road arresting somebody, obviously for drugs. There's always a heavy police presence in that area because there's always crime, drugs, and a long list of felonious activities, right? They know who she is, they know her name, they leave her alone. That's the police. So not only do you guys want me to be doctors, to be a doctor for her, do you guys want me to be an ambulance for her? You guys want me to be a paramedic for her? You guys want me to be a officer for her? And it doesn't work that way, man. It just doesn't. Trust me. Deborah Neslin, is there a project respond or a service in Phoenix that will reach out to homeless to check on someone in great need? Yes. Tortuga Lisa going to go in 12 minutes. I've got my overnight Amazon warehouse job to get ready for 2 years now. Awesome, Lisa. Go make that money. Got bills, right? I just paid my bills today. God dang, it sucks. You guys don't even want to know the dollar amount. Like, oh my God, I paid this much for this. I paid, oh my God. So, but that's why we work hard, right? That's awesome. Enjoy your night at work, Lisa. I hope that one day soon, when you're out there in the desert looking for gold, you find the fattest gold nugget, and that you just get to retire. If that happens, let me know so I can interview you, so you can tell me where you found it at. Woo! Custom attitude, what's going on? Hello. Have you ever been to LA? Yes. Jillian Church, what is going on, Jillian? What's happening with the Bush Light? Eiley Rojas. Do you remember Eiley? I used to confuse you for I love you, Rojas. What's happening, Eiley? Kaylin Huddleston, you're welcome. Luz Lopez, come on, Art. If you know we mean well, that's what matters, right? Yeah, that's why I give you guys grace and understanding, and I try to be understanding. It just you guys have to look at it from my standpoint. It gets a little irritating, because I hear from 100 people, and I'm like, oh my god, like, like, shit, like for us, like, you know, there can't be that many people thinking that I'm, being mean spirited by not taking her, to the hospital, take her by force. So I think people just comment, without really fully thinking, right? I think they comment without fully being like rational, and they just comment out of emotion. So I think that's what happens more often than not. So I try to be understanding, and it's really hard. Princesses, thank you. Jessica Reynoso. I live in San Bernardino, San Bernardino, in an area where there is nothing but homeless, and I work in mental health as well. Do you believe drug addiction and mental health go hand in hand? Absolutely. Half of the people I interview are mentally ill. The question for me is, did the mental illness lead to drug addiction, or the drug addiction lead to mental illness? So absolutely they go hand in hand. Custom attitude, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I think most people get it. I think the majority of people get it. It's just it's just that's that sliver of people, that gets kind of annoying, but I should be able to handle it. I'm all shook up. Uh-huh. Who sings that? I'm all shook up. I'm all shook up. Are you all shook up? Erica Alvarez, I want to see dog. You want to see a dog? Kaylin is all shook up with Elvis. Marlo, does that say Mario or Marlo? Is in Minnesota. I think that says Marlo. What's going on, Marlo? Hello, how are you? You still driving your Firebird? Absolutely, I'm driving that damn thing. Hell yeah, it's a beautiful car. Once a week. That's all it takes. Kathy Reardon went to Graceland many years ago. I'm going in the next 2 years. I'm gonna go to Graceland. Okay, for sure. And then while I'm out there, because it's in Nashville, Tennessee, right? So I'm gonna see if there's any. There's gonna be homeless out there, right? But I'm gonna try to interview. So we'll see. We'll see. Marlow, not Mar High. Marlow. That's a cool name. Princess, come to Seattle and interview. Somebody was asking about Portland or Portland, Oregon. I'm probably not going to go there. And Seattle, Washington. I'm probably not going to go there. David, are you an ex gang member? No, I was too smart for that. Or a drug user? No, I was just never interested in that ever in my life. Drugs, never interested in gangs, never interested in drugs and smoking, none of that stuff. I thought all that stuff was stupid. So I like sports. I like basketball. I like girls. Right. I like girls. I can define a woman, unlike half of America can't define what a woman is. I know exactly what a woman is. Right. So I discovered my first girlfriend was when I was 13 years old. So so I got addicted pretty quick. So yeah. Surge the memer. Art, have you ever interviewed a dealer? So just so you guys know, half of the people that are using blues, half of the people I interviewed are technically dealers. Because they're kind of trading, bartering, pills are so prevalent and so cheap out there that they're selling drugs, right? So it kind of makes sense. So, oh yeah, I got $100, so I bought a bunch of pills, bro, and I smoked half of them for me so I don't get sick, but then I sell the other half so that it could just keep going. Basically, I make money that way to eat and get a hotel room, and so makes sense. Maribel Torres, hello, what's going on? What a woman is then? What is a woman? Is that what you're asking? A woman is my mom is a woman. She was able to produce children. I'm all shook up. Cecilia Avarati, adult female. If you ask some of the politicians nowadays, like half of them, right, from a certain party, they give you some gibberish about some weird political answer. Weird. David Norwalk is gonna write my biography. He's asking a lot of personal questions, so I'm gonna cut you off, David. Roxy loves my sense of humor because I Noxy Roxy's Soxies. That was only funny to me. I'm sorry. Doreen Kopke, you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Get some rest. Doreen, before you go to sleep, make sure you brush the tooth. Okay. So tomorrow you guys are gonna see Miggs. So I went to go look for Miggs today because I wanted to see like if he was wearing my brother's pants, right? Freddie. Okay. So you guys will see that tomorrow morning. And then the evening, the second video for tomorrow is Angela. I went to go see Angela today, went to go talk to her, and we went to go see about her leg. So let me ask you guys, if I don't know if we have any nurses in the house, any doctors in the house, raise your little paw. But if her leg issue, her little blisters or whatever they are, if that's like a burn, if it's a chemical burn, if it's some type of burn that caused that, tell me what I can go get at Walgreens, right? Tell me what I can take for her, okay? So let me know. David, you've been asking me a lot of personal questions, dude. You just keep asking like if you're writing a book on me. That's it. You writing a book? You want my social security? You want my FICO score? It looks like Mirza. Damn. Kaylin Huddleston works in healthcare. Awesome. Vanessa, please take Angela to the hospital. Please. I'm very concerned about her leg. Please call 911 if she refuses to go. Vanessa, do you think I'm not concerned about her leg? Do you want me to take Angela by force to the hospital because she won't go voluntarily? Please call 911 if you refuse to go. Call 911 and tell them what, Vanessa. Let me know. Call when I call 911, what do I tell them? Polysporin? I've never heard of that. What is that? Neosporin. I've heard of Neosporin. It's like a little tube. It's kind of little. It's like an ointment, right? So maybe she needs ointment. So she needs a doctor. Like she does. She needs to go to the doctor. But uh, I just don't know, right? I don't know what's. So if you guys are nurses or work in the hospital, show a picture to a doctor. Be like, hey, doctor, like, what is this? What's going on with their leg? What can we, over the counter stuff, right? Kathy Reardon, Angeline, yeah, she needs a doctor, but in lieu of a doctor, in lieu of an ambulance, in lieu of this, in lieu of that, what can be helpful for her, right? Tortuga Lisa, have a good night, get some rest, make sure you brush your tooth, and we'll see you soon. Vegan Gem, maybe have a doctor visit her with you. Yeah, let me know which doctor is gonna go with me. Let me know the name. You could take a photo of her wounds to pharmacy. Yeah, I could do that. See what they say. Miley, have a good night. So Miley's question is, you're hot. Would you date young? Somehow I get the somehow Chris Hansen was behind that, right? That's funny. Cool off, Miley. Sprocket rocket. I think it is an infection disease like MRSA or leprosy. I don't understand why the authorities are not taking proactive steps. She is obviously mentally incapacitated and needs to go into care. Sprocket rocket. So here in America, um, even her, so yeah, I think she's mentally ill, but um, she has the right to refuse treatment. She just does. Um, if the laws were changed, right? I think I told you guys yesterday, right? If I was the president, right, in 2024, vote for me. And the first thing I would do a lot of things, right? But one of the first things I would do is I would executive action from now on. If you're out in the streets, if you're mentally ill, you don't get to choose, right? The state is going to take control of your medical needs. So, but until then, she's out there. You got police officers pass her every single day. They don't even look at her anymore. They don't look in her direction unless she was to break a law, right? Unless they catch her stealing or whatever. So BT is going to vote for me. SM, instead of sitting here chatting, do something to help her. I'm disgusted. What the hell? Are you okay, SM? Oh, shoot. The hell? See, that's what I'm talking about. What people like that. Like, God bless you guys, man. I wonder how Caitlyn is. I haven't seen Caitlyn in over a year. Benjamin Martinez, I just started watching about a month ago, and I like your vlogs. Just wish they were longer. The lives you're talking about, man, I think the longest live I've ever done was 8 hours last year, right? 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. So that's pretty long. but some want more. Abizaid Castello. That's a cool name. Abizaid. Cecilia Amarati. Is it possible that she is afraid to be alone at the hospital? Maybe if you offer to stay with her until she settles in. Cecilia, do you know if I have a full time job? Yes or no? Do you think that YouTube is like my universe? Vanessa, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Dorothy Zabornak, Tagaderm tape and peroxide. Man, I've never heard of that Tagaderm. I've heard of tag your out, but not tag a derm. Kim H, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Tell it like it is. I'm gonna read comments, okay? So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. The Tropic Craze says she's thinner than ever and looks like Mirza, very contagious and life threatening. Yes. J Mazon 426, Amber, you're definitely a fighter. I think she's trying to say, sending you healing vibes and strength. Marsha Sauter, call 911, please. My ex-husband lost both legs to Mirza. He said the same stuff she said. Jedi Jan, I think it's too late and she will lose her leg and possibly her life too. I hope not, but anything is possible. Pig Stars 89 says cellulitis, had it before, burns like hell. So some people say MRSA, some people say cellulitis, some people say this, some people say that. Ruby Dew says, I love the way you speak and communicate with Angela. Every time you catch up with her, I pray she's going to accept your offer to the hospital. Hopefully it's soon as her body is breaking down. Right. So this one's a funny there's a funny thread. Marie Barnes, there's no reasoning with her. Call 911 and report that there's a woman having a medical emergency. Okay. So the paramedics get there, and what do you think? What is she gonna tell the paramedics or the ambulance or the police? What do you think's gonna what they're gonna tell her, Mary Barnes? And then somebody says, but there's heaps of them all laying around, stoned out of their minds, dirty and smelling, sitting on the sidewalks like piles of trash. Where would emergency service start? You see them in Melbourne, Australia. So yeah, I mean, just driving to Angela today, how many people do you think I saw laying on the ground, laying on bus stops, laying in the grass, laying under a tree, leaned up against the wall, leaned up against a building, behind a bush, under a bush, behind a dumpster? How many people do you guys think? So do I call 911 for all of them? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. That right there, that comment is emotional. Like there's no thought behind it. It's just pure emotion, right? So again, not just anybody can do these interviews because you have to, be able to control your emotions and be um, just be able to think rationally, right? So it's like when you go to grocery shopping, you can't go grocery shopping on an empty stomach, hungry, right? Because you're gonna buy everything, right? You have to take your time and you have to think, right, when you go shopping for food. uh and so you have to think a little bit, you have to be, and so I try to think, right, I do have a heart for her, for all the people I interviewed, right? That's why I know their stories, their names, the locations where I interviewed them, because I make that emotional connection with them, right? I connect with them, right? So they matter, they really do matter. But I know my limitations. Like I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do, right? So uh, it makes sense to me, right? So I've been able to deal with it for 3.5 years. Some of you guys in the comments, you guys wouldn't be able to, you guys wouldn't even be able to be out there. Like you guys wouldn't go with me to go look visually, because you guys would crumble like a cookie because you're so overly emotional, I can tell in your comments. So I pray for you guys. God bless you guys. It's good to have a heart, but you can't have too big of a heart because you get crushed. Looks like you're really trying to keep it together and you're doing good. um, it comes naturally. I don't have to try. Believe me, I really don't. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, gang. You know how many people have passed away? Are we up to like 15 people have passed away in 3.5 years that I know of? I've interviewed and they're deceased because of these drugs. So it comes naturally to be able to be me, right? To be able to do what I do and be able to interact with you guys and interact with them and not be crushed, right? I don't have to keep it together because I'm always cool. See, look at that. See how steady that is? Cool like a cucumber. See, no shaking here, huh? June Rodriguez, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Shelly Barriente, thank you. Appreciate you. Linda Singh. Yeah, lots of doctors, for sure. uh, yeah, but I get it. It's human nature, so I get it. Like I try to remind myself to be patient and understanding, and assume positive intent, right? Assume positive intent. It just gets kind of annoying sometimes. But tomorrow is Monday. Are you guys excited for Monday? I'm not. The first 4 days after the weekend are always the hardest for me. The first 4 days, right? It's not till Friday till I start getting ready for the week, right? And then, oh shoot, it's Friday. Oh my God, where did the week go? So So yeah, that's gonna suck. But Zara Israel, have a good night. S Matos, salute. Kid Fresh, 40 days sober off blues. Awesome. Congratulations. Keep it going. Make it 40 weeks, 40 months, 40 years. Roxy is off Sunday and Monday. That's awesome. Lucky you. Amy Patalano, I just got back from a week at Myrtle Beach and don't want to return to real life. Back to life, back to reality. Du, 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 du. I think I was in junior high when that song came out. Liz RR, how's Carla and Oku? Who is Oku? It looks like an anime character. Oku, Luku. That still sounds like an anime character. Luku. Martine Jones. It looked like chemical burns to me. I wondered if she has slept near a giant hogweed. We don't have hogweed here in Phoenix. I can guarantee you that right here, right now. And then had a terrible reaction from the sun on the weeds sap. Yeah, I don't think hogweed would grow here in Phoenix. Never heard that ever in my life. Hogweed. If you told somebody from Phoenix, like little, a smoker, hey, you want some hogweed? I'll smoke it. I smoke any weed. Rocio Lizarraga, you should visit Tucson. It's horrible. You'll find them in every corner. Rocio, thank you for being new to my channel. I've gone to Tucson a few times and uploaded videos from Tucson. Thank you, Rocio. I appreciate you for subscribing. Hopefully, you're subscribed and checking out the channel. I've been there a few times. Jeanette Evans, I give espresso, energy drinks, and snacks, water at my business to the homeless. Sometimes you just know when to call 911. In Angela's case, yes, call, please. Jeanette Evans, and tell them what? Martine Jones, we call it hogweed in the UK, but yeah, here, Phoenix, it's like 110 degrees right now. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We do have weeds, but nothing that would cause that. So, Jeanette Evans, she needs assistance. Jeanette Evans, yes. Angela and 20,000 other people homeless here in Phoenix battling addiction also need assistance. Jeanette Evans, how many police officers do you think pass by Angela every single day? How many pass just when I'm interviewing her? How many know her name? Because she's been in that spot for 20 years. Jeanette Evans is very sad. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Sad that our hands are tied. The laws tie my hands, you know? So, giant hogweed is in Arizona. God damn. So, I guess I'm from Phoenix, right? I've never lived up north or wherever this infamous hogweed is at, but yeah, no weed is gonna cause that on people's legs. Kimberly Zamora, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Before you go to sleep, Kimberly, please brush the tooth. Derek Magallanes, I have not heard from Jessica. I haven't seen her, haven't talk to her. Hopefully she's doing good. June Rodriguez, I know Amber looks bad. She still has spunk. Hope Amber gets better quick. Absolutely. Ilona Gazorska, how is this young Jesus guy, Jesus guy? You interviewed him first time when he was sleeping on the ground. He had good manners. I saw him. I interviewed him about 4 months ago. He's still out there doing the same thing. Marsha Jones, is there any shelter there for them? Yes. So yeah, yeah, there are shelters. But shelters have rules, right? One of the biggest rules is don't do drugs in the shelter. Mary Lou Madrid, have a good night. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Have not seen Dakota. No Dakota. Dakota is missing in action. Back to life. Back to reality. Damn, work tomorrow. Oh no. Oh no. Amy Patalano, do you see any moms or dads with young children homeless on the streets? Yes. I've seen lots of families out there in the streets. Most of them don't want to talk to me because they think they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get arrested, and they're going to get their children taken away from them because they have their child or children out on the streets with them. Yeah, I see that all the time, sadly. I see families in their vehicles. I see people like individuals in their living in their vehicles, parked at parks or parking lots. You can tell they're homeless because their car is full of crap, full of stuff. On top, inside. You can tell they're living in the vehicle. So when you have a crappy economy, when you're going through recession, when the cost of gas goes up, everything goes up. Food, everything goes up, right? With gas, when gas goes up, right? So uh, uh, that's how it's been the past 3 years. So something has to be done, folks. Terry Busane is in Venice, California. What is going on? Jenna Evans, thank you. I appreciate you. Trisha, I saw a family at the park in Phoenix and they had all these cat cages in the park filled with cats and they were sleeping in their car parked in the parking lot. Yeah, that's the America we live in today, you know. So that's we have to decide what type of America we want, uh, and so we need to do better with our leaders, so-called leaders. Will our new president make our grocery bills cheaper? It depends who that person gets voted for, right? Which person gets elected, basically. So one's gonna make it worse, and one's gonna make it better. We'll see. Let's see what you guys decide. If the past 3 years have been amazing, you've had your dollar goes long way. You're saving. You're not tapping into your savings, and you're not being laid off, and crime has gone down, and the border is being monitored. Then then elect that way, elect appropriately. So or vote appropriately. But tomorrow you guys are gonna see Migs. Okay, so I went out to look for Migs. I went um you guys are gonna see Migs tomorrow, and gosh, you guys are gonna see Migs tomorrow. You're gonna see you'll see Angela tomorrow. We talked more about her leg and like their circumstance, like what happened. So there'll be more info tomorrow. So yeah. Marcy Rios, you have a good night. Get some rest. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Amy, California is a blue state and will struggle because of it. The bad thing is they moved to Arizona, sadly. Sucks. And they vote for the same idiots that cause them to leave California. It's the weirdest thing, man. Weird. Dogs, thank you. Appreciate you. Number one pencil. Hello, love your channel. Just discovered it. Gives me a reality check in my own life. Number one pencil. Thank you very much. Hopefully your life is going great. Thank you for checking out the channel. You are awesome. Appreciate you. Midwest struggle. What's happening? Hello. Same issue in Portland, Oregon. I live in Massachusetts, but I don't vote blue. There are some of us up north. Massachusetts, your guys' mayor in Boston, gosh, she's a knucklehead. Oh my God. I forget her name. That lady is like, that's an extremist. She's like a socialist almost. It's weird. I forgot that lady. I know she's Asian, the mayor of Boston. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Evangelina Lopez, I hope Carla is safe. Me too. I hope she's safe. Hopefully she's doing good. Hopefully she's navigating her life as best as she can, you know. So Michelle, woo, Michelle, woo. Is that her name for us? Michelle Woo. Kathy Reardon, I did not get a ding, a ping notification. It just happened to be on when um yeah, sometimes YouTube is like that. They don't send dings, pings, they don't notify. They're just silly like that. A bunch of knucklehead sandwiches. Yes. Shan Cole. I talked to Angela today, and the video will show up tomorrow. So there's one lady. God, it was funny. Did I screenshot it? That was kind of funny. Did I screenshot it or no? I didn't. That sucks. Angel did not get notification. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes you. Like desubscribe. How do you say it? Unsubscribe? Yeah, unsubscribe, right? They unsubscribe you, YouTube, like accidentally, not meaning to, system glitch, and so you go check to see if you're subscribed, because sometimes you don't get notifications because YouTube accidentally unsubscribes you. Amy Patalano, Elizabeth Warren, is she from Massachusetts? That knucklehead. Come on, man. Tita G, starting to see more homeless and crime openly smoking in Las Cruces. Barely. I mean, I heard that Las Cruces was really bad, but I've never lived there. I just hear it from people. Jenny F, what is going on? Hello. Marcy Reels just got here. Patricia West, hello. Mishi, hi, watching from Australia. Love watching your content. Thank you, Mishi. Mishi, are you in Melbourne? Are you in Perth? Are you in Sydney? And there's always a fourth city there. Oh, Auckland, right? No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Auckland is in New Zealand. Never mind. Uh, Tasmania. Adelaide. Damn it. I've never heard of Adelaide. That's a new little town. Darn it. Regina Gwynn. That is so cool the way you spell Regina. I've never seen that ever in my life. It's always been traditional, right? Regina, like Gina, Gina, right? Like, but Regina Gwynn, Rejeanna, like Anna. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's interesting. All the way in North Carolina, you're a Tar Heel. That's cool. Are you in High Point, North Carolina? Are you in where is the University of North Carolina Tar Heels? They are in Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill? Greensboro, North Carolina. Everybody forgets about Adelaide and Hobart. Never heard of Hobart, never heard of Adelaide ever in my life. Jenny F. I don't know if you remember me. I did change my last name, but I'm the one with 4 pugs that worked at night, just seeing if you remembered. Yes, I remember 4 pugs, right, Jenny? What was your name before? What happened? Just damn, we got a new name. You went name shopping, or how does that work? Did you get divorced? You get married? You have 4 pugs and a husband now, or what's happening? I remember. Oh, Jenny Rose. I remember Jenny Rose. So now you're Jenny F. That's awesome. No more Rose. You got rid of Rose. Like Axel Rose is gone, right? That's awesome. Jenny F. with the 4 pugs. That's awesome. Nicole Rivera in the OC. What is going on? Regina Gwynn, you are one of the very few people who pronounce my name correctly. So when I was a kid, I used to be really good at reading and reading comprehension. I was really good with the vocabulary words. I did a spelling bee contest in elementary school, so I've always been kind of good with reading and formulating words and whatnot. So I just thought that was really unique, Regina. So that's pretty cool. How do Bisons cut little pizza? Cut pizza, Little Caesars. Yes. I said that joke at work like 12 years ago. How old are you, Jessica? Nicole Rivera, hello. I come in peace. I come in pieces. Jill Spousta. All the way in Oregon. What is going on? Hello. Amy Patalano. You pronounce my name correctly. Most do not. I got that. I got that reading comprehension thing down pat. Kathy Reardon, peace be with you. Live long and prosper, right? Spock or Mark and Mindy. Nanu nanu. Do you read books? I actually do read books. I have books. I love books. I prefer a real book, a physical book, as opposed to reading on your phone or the tablets or whatever they're called, you know. So Angelina Lopez, how's Mig's mom? It kind of sounds funny when it's said when it's asked that way. How's Mig's mom? Um, so when I talked to him today, he was next to a lady and I could only see her back. And he came up to me and I go, dude, is that your mom? He said, no, it's not my mom, it's some lady. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, man. Like, I just haven't seen your mom in a long time, but she's good, I guess. I haven't talked to her, but she's still out there somewhere. June Rodriguez, you have a good night. Get some rest. Take one of these balloons. June, please, for the love of God, please promise me, pinky promise, you're gonna brush the tooth. You promise? We'll see. Kathy Garcia, what is going on? Is Mig's mom also homeless? Yes, I interviewed Mig's mom like twice, guys. I could tell some of you guys are really new, but and I appreciate you guys new to the channel. Okay, just go to some of the videos, go check it out because it'll kind of your questions will be answered basically, right? So yeah, the whole family. Miggs, I interviewed his brother Juan. I interviewed Miggs' mom Carmen. She didn't want to be on camera, so I there was no face, but you could hear her, and she kind of sounds like Miggs, but minus the likes. So Suviana Larish, good for have dyslexia. Got it. Mustard says teeth, not the tooth. Mustard, do you brush with the teeth brush or a toothbrush? Regina, I have not. Jenny, yes, I do. Nicole Rivera, The Power of Now, my favorite book. What is that? That sounds like a self help book. The Power of Now. Get it done now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get it down. Get it done now. Princess, yes. Nicole Rivera, yes. I wonder where Carla went as well. The walkers, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Get some rest. Make sure all of the walkers brush the tooth. Any thoughts on the DEI hire? Uh, so I have always voted on merit, right? I've always voted on record, the person's record, not my emotions, not how I feel about this person. I don't like their voice. I don't like their this. I don't like the way they say this. I don't like the way they tweet. Policy. What have they done? Right? Their track record, right? Because that matters, right? Their level of experience, like what they've done, actually done, not what I think they've done, not what the media has told me they've done. What have they done, right? Something that we can read with there's right. It's it's part of history, right? So everybody has a record, right? We all have, 16 years at the company that I work for, right? 16 years. So I have a record of me, being a professional, and so I can never escape that. So, um, so that person, she's a horrible record. She hasn't done anything. She's no listed accomplishments at all. None. I challenge anybody to tell me what she's done. So, but and you're still gonna have half of the country vote for that person just because of physical qualities as opposed to, you know. But God bless them. Rosa Cantu, what is happening? Hello, hola. Ilaria Flores, that is correct about voting. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't see that. Think the American public. So I've been studying. I've literally studied politics since 1993, 94. I got into politics, and since that, it always interested me. I went back and did like the history. So I'm like an amateur historian, right? Like I dig history. I like history. So if I've been into politics, the first thing I did was got into the history, like my car, right? So I know where it was built. I know what day it was built, what day it left the plant. I know the history of my car, right? I know the history of the people we vote for, right? I just know that because if you go back and dig, you'll know who these people are, right? So most Americans aren't like that. Most Americans are lazy. They don't like politics, and they listen. They're influenced, right? By you should vote for this person, right? Don't vote for that person because you're a bad person and vote for that person, But they don't really give you reasons or anything logical, So that's what I've noticed about Americans. Very kind of lazy when it comes to politics. We are led, or I'm not led, but because I've done a pretty good job of being informed, fully informed, which is me. Janet Evans voted today. Awesome. I think all Americans should vote. That's like our duty, But you should be responsible and be more informed when you vote. Pro V Show, hello. What is going on? Much love to you, Pro V Show. Miguel Mendoza, I've lost my voting rights, but can't wait to get them back. Every vote counts. Uh, Yeah, that's awesome. That's a really good attitude to have, Miguel. It sucks that you lost your voting rights, but the good thing is you can regain them again and just be informed, be an informed voter, you know. So yeah, I had a teacher when I was in high school. I had a teacher. His last name was Sir Mac. He was a he was a substitute teacher in math. I hated math. I hated math then. I hate math now. But that guy, Cermak, such a cool dude. He was from Chicago. His grandfather was the mayor of Chicago, Anton Cermak, back in the, I don't know, 50s. Did you guys know that Illinois has had 5 governors and go to prison? It's like, so I'm researching something right now, right? I'm researching the most corrupt states, right? And here's my top 3 so far, okay? New York, Chicago, and California. Those are the top 3 corrupt states. Illinois has had 5 governors go to prison for corruption, of course, right? The mayors in LA, the mayors in Chicago, they suck. So so it's kind. I'm researching that right now because again, history. I love history, and yeah, who do those states vote for all the time? Who are they led by? Hmm. 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 Every time I see Rockford, it reminds me of Rockford Files. Who remembers Rockford Files? James Garner. Oh my goodness. Anybody? Anybody? He used to have like a. He used to live on the beach in California. Was it California? California, right? In a mobile home or something, right? Right. I thought he was so cool, James Garner, and his little. He had a Firebird, like a 70 something. I don't man, what was it? 79, 70 something Firebird, really kind of gold. It was a cool car. So yeah, the cool theme song. It was a Firebird. It was like the second or third generation of this. So this is the original Firebird, 1967 Firebird. Here's the first one right here. So just so you know, Stacy Lovin, James Garner used to be a swimsuit model before acting. I would not know that history because seeing James Garner in a Speedo, me personally, it wouldn't interest me. But I can see why it would interest you, Stacey Lovin, because you identify as a woman. Because you are a woman. Nikki, Garner married to the same woman for many years. That's awesome. Plus, in the movie, somebody brought it up earlier. Oh my God, Noah and Allie, the Notebook. Was it the Notebook? Yeah, right. He was the old Noah, right? Or no? Am I tripping out? Right? No, never mind. Yes. Oh my God. Let me see. James Garner. James Garner. The Notebook. Oh, I was right. He would tell Allie the same thing every day, right? That was pretty cool. Kathy Reardon, on the 4th of July, right? There was 100 shootings in Chicago. 100 shootings in Chicago, in the same area, from the same people shooting themselves, basically their friends, their cousins. It's weird. It's mind boggling. Amy loves the Notebook. I like the Notebook actually. I liked it too. Jenny, I have not. Margaret Pulodu. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Get some rest. Make sure you brush the tooth. Valvina China Ruiz. So what did I miss besides James Garner Speedos? Dang, we know what Valvina likes. Damn, work tomorrow. Back to life. Back to reality. Cool like Fonzie, Arthur Fonzarelli, Henry Winkler. So in the show, Fonzie, right? Happy Days. Um, in that show, the Fonz is such a cool dude, the way he dresses, the way he talks, the way he everything, right? And then in real life, Henry Winkler is like the opposite. I've never seen Henry Winkler. Isn't that weird how the character is cooler than like the real dude? So, but whatever. Nikki, my dad was raised in Chicago during the Depression. So 1920s, the Depression happened in the 1920s. Man, that was a tough time down there, right? Prohibition, the Depression, stock market crash, no jobs, soup kitchens. That sucked. Kathy Reardon, I have a crush on Kevin Costner. When is Yellowstone returning? It's not. Well, it's not. It's returning, but not with him, right? Um, Kevin, you missed your shot, Kathy, because he got divorced recently. And he was single for a little bit, and you didn't step in, Kathy. What happened? Jenny, where's Phoebe and Milo? They're right out there asleep. Nikki says he worked for the wrong people. Regina Gwynn just caught Smokey and the Bandit. So I watched Smokey and the Bandit like 2 months ago. It was such a good movie. You guys want to know what I watched last weekend? So raise your hand. So you have to be my age to. It's not gonna be any. If you're in your 20s, you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. Where the red fern grows. I watched that when I was in the fourth grade, and I watched it last weekend. Oh, I was crying. So you guys should go watch it. I forgot where I watched it. I don't know if it was on. I don't know, somewhere on. I found it on TV somewhere, but I watched it. It was like an hour and a half. Good movie. Dogs involved, and yeah, I guarantee you, I don't remember if I was crying at school, but I was probably crying. I'm sure all of us were crying, and I'm sure it was like an assembly, right? And we're watching it in the cafeteria. And we're laying down on the ground like little kids. And anybody watch it? Valvina watched it. Who else watched it? Just me and Valvina watched it, right? She's from my generation, apparently. But uh, but yeah. Aloha Pumahana Lona. Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's. That was Joe Biden right there. Revenge of the Nerds was awesome. Jennifer Fitzpatrick. Uh, did you know that it was filmed in Tucson, the University of Arizona? Yeah, true story. Did I cry to Old Yeller? Yeah, I did actually. Any movie that has a dog in it, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, Old Yeller. Old Yeller, Where the Red Fern Grows. Anything to do with dogs, man. Damn, just heartbreaking. Marley and Me. I don't remember which one that is. Marley and Me. Jeanette Evans, my dad grew up in the Depression and became a merchant marine and sent home monies to his mother. He sailed on the Great Lakes of Michigan. That's awesome. Suburb Outcast called it skank weed in the 90s. Except Cujo. I remember that movie, Cujo. That dog was like the devil was in that dog, right? He was like killing people, right? That was kind of creepy. Cujo. Lassie. Lassie. Yeah, Lassie's not. I never cried to Lassie. The Littlest Hobo, I've never heard of that. Jenny, I hate sad movies. I mean, I watch them. It's just, you're gonna cry. I don't hate. I think they're cool. It's just the reality of life. Red Dawn, I watched that last month. Patrick, oh my gosh, no, is his name Patrick? The dude from freaking Ghost and from Dirty Dancing. What's his name? Patrick. Oh my gosh, Patrick Swayze. Yeah, that dude. He was on that. He was on that movie Red Dawn. The Russians invaded in the 80s and got these kids fighting the Russians. It's kind of very cheesy, very low budget, super low budget, but it was pretty cool because it was one of their first movies, when they're new. Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze and John Travolta, the two best dancers in Hollywood of all, well, I don't want to say all time, but in my, you know, what I've seen. John Travolta could a super good dancer, and John or Patrick Swayze super great dancer as well. The original, oh, there's an original Red Dawn. Damn. Has anyone seen Twisters? I haven't. Fatal Attraction. If you like rabbits, don't watch that movie. If I'm warning you right now, if you like rabbits, do not watch. If you have a pet rabbit, don't watch Fatal Attraction. Glenn Close and what's that dude's name? Douglas, something Douglas, Kirk Douglas. Yeah, when he used to be good. I think he's retired now, right? But God, that was a crazy movie. It scared the hell out of me. Michael Douglas, Kirk Douglas was his dad. Yes, Douglas. Yeah, that was he was what was he? He was Spartacus, wasn't he? But yeah, Michael Douglas. Yeah, I'm sorry, Michael Douglas. I think I knew that. I just always go to the originals, the OGs, Kirk Douglas. They look alike. They're like twins basically. Um, Channing Tatum is an awesome dancer. Possibly, I just don't really watch Channing Tatum movies. I guess I'm sure you're right. Togo. Is that the Japanese dog? Right? I think America. It was remade. It was really a Japanese story, and they remade it. And I can't remember who the actor was. Was it Tom? Tom, what's that actor? Tom, not Tom Cruise. The other one, Tom. Gosh, why am I drawing a blank with these guys? But I can't remember who the actor was. Damn, Tom Hanks? No, it wasn't Tom Hanks. Can't remember. Hillbilly Elegy, right? That was a sad movie. Liam Neeson is an amazing actor. Yes, I love that guy. I have a special set of skills. You guys remember when he said that in that one movie where they kidnapped his daughter? William Defoe, not the five, not the six, Defoe. Andrea L throwing in, contributing with the with an actor's name, William Dafoe. Zelda for life, Shram, what is going on? How are you? It's always to be late than to never enter at all. Jenny F just became a super fan. Thank you very much, Jenny F. You're awesome. You are now a moderator. You are now part of Team Wrench, not Team Wench, Team Wrench. So thank you, Jenny. You're awesome. I appreciate you. If you comment, you're gonna see a little wrench. So now you're able to help me moderate the chats. So welcome, Jenny, to Team Wrench with Stacy Lovin, with Christina, with Valvina, with Danielle Williams, with all kind of people. Dawi Fabrianti, what's happening? Hello. There it is. I see the little wrench next to Jenny's name. It's awesome. Like it. Only the rich and elite had a comfortable 3.5 years. They're always gonna be live comfortably for like always. It doesn't matter. High inflation, no inflation. It doesn't matter because you know. But the middle class is always squeezed. Because yeah. No Country for Old Men, really good movie. Pirates are Dirk Diggler, Greg Uminski. Night. Oh, I was watching about Saturday Night Fever. The other, I watched a documentary on Saturday Night Fever, and they were filming in I think the Bronx, and the producers, the directors, they had to pay off the like the mafia, the mob in that area for to be able to film in that area. They gave them money to like leave us alone. So that was interesting. What else? What else? So that movie back then. So the way society is now, which is I'm not a big fan of the way society is now in America, at least. Because it seems like the most of the world seems to be normal. I think we're the only ones kind of knuckleheads that allowed a fringe group to take over our country. But isn't that crazy that the movie Saturday Night Fever would not be able to be filmed today? It's crazy, huh? I think a lot of movies wouldn't be able to be filmed today. A lot of books wouldn't be able to be written because it offends people. Ugh, so crazy. Jennifer Fitzpatrick, my father was supposed to have worked on that film. Really? Like, what did he do, or what was his work? How? What do you mean? Kathy Reardon shouldn't try to erase history. Learn. Don't burn books. Don't ban books. Don't topple statues. Right? Don't change names of parks. Don't change. Leave it, man. Leave it. Don't erase history. You can't pretend that it didn't exist. Right? We have to learn from it. But that small fringe group that we've allowed to take over this country uh, are adamant about erasing America's history to rewrite it. Right. So I'm waiting for the day where George Washington in some movie is going to be brown or black or Asian in some movie. Right. The rewriting of American history. So weird. Blazing Saddles. God, such a good movie, right? Suvyana Larish, my dogs are on heart meds. I'm sorry to hear that. Nelly Nails. I hope I see Miggs one day so I can help him out. Nelly Nails. Do you do nails? What are you nailing, Nelly? Rosa Martinez. Let's forget slaves were lynched. Yeah, let's definitely not forget, all that. We can't forget that stuff that happened. There's nobody alive in America that was a slave. There's no Americans were ever slaves in America. Let's also not forget that the English, Spanish, Portuguese slave traders, they would buy slaves from other, uh, so that Africans on the coast would go into the middle of the continent to get the slaves. So the Aztecs, before the Spanish arrived, they were enslaving people that looked like them, their cousins, the Mayans, the this, the that, the people from different tribes from different regions. That's why the Aztecs became so powerful, because they were enslaving people that looked like them, their cousins, basically, their relatives, you know? So enslavement is a human condition. Enslavement isn't a color thing. It's never been a color thing. There are millions of Americans that think that America invented slavery. My goodness. Elizabeth Gonzalez, have a good night. Get some rest. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm talking about our Western society, America. Yeah, Black Americans were lynched. Hispanics have been lynched. Caucasian Americans were lynched. Uh, Chinese were lynched. That was part of punishment. That's the way. We can't compare. Um, we can't hold America of 100 years ago to the standards of today, right? Can you imagine, Rosa, if I said, Rosa, why did you do that when you're 10 years old, right? Why did you do that, right? I'm gonna hold you to that standard, something that you did when you were 10 years old, 15 years old, and you're not ever forgiven. You're not ever able to make amends for the decision, a poor decision you made. Let's say you got pregnant at 15, right? Can you imagine that ever being able to make amends or be forgiven, and you have to live with that shame for the rest of your life, and that's what we do to America a lot, right? Some people, the rewriters of history, right? So the fringe group, they want to punish America for all of our deeds, when every country has had issues, growing pains, and not making the best decisions, just like us as humans, right? How many things have I done in my life, that I'm ashamed of, and each one of us, right? But we learn and we grow, and we wouldn't want anybody to punish us today for something we did 20 years ago, right? But that's what we do with America. So, Dan, KTLADU's Facebook page reported kind of resembles Carla. Okay. There's lots of girls that resemble Carla. Do you know for a fact, Dan, that it's Carla? Rosa Martinez, to every action, there's a reaction. Awesome. Thank you for your opinion. I say goodnight to Elizabeth. Have a good night, Elizabeth. Make sure you brush a tooth. It's funny how all the moderators are blue. It's kind of weird. Like, why blue? Can I change that color? No. I wish they would let me modify. I've always said this. Like, wouldn't it be cool if like we could all chat? We could all be like in a chat right here. Wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be so cool. Like the way I'm chatting, right? It's like a camera. You guys could chat too. Like we can. I think that would be so cool. CS35, do you believe we're living in the last days? Gosh, I hope not. I hope we're not. Zoom call. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, wouldn't it be cool if YouTube had that technology here, right? Where you can do it here. I used to Zoom with the Lost and Phoenix family, but I haven't done that in like a year, right? Holy crap. So many tiny faces, but then when somebody talks, like the face goes up, right, and their little message or whatever, they talk. That'd be cool. You can if you use StreamYard. I used to hear that all the time. StreamYard. That is funny. Karina Martinez, what is going on? Hello, how are you? Bart Bosquiato, I hated Zoom interviews during the pandemic. Yes, that sucked. I interviewed somebody to work, and with through Zoom, and they had their camera off. Do you think we hired that person? No. Jeff Stieglitz. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. Very nice, very kind. Stieglitz. I don't know if there's an actor with that last name or what. That just name sounds so familiar. Stieglitz. I'm at the look into StreamYard again. I'm getting hungry. What the heck? It's too late to eat. I've been talking to you guys for 2.5 hours. What in the heck? Night fever, night fever. You don't have to show it. Taco time. Are we under the firmament? Is the earth flat? George Greg Yaminski. I would say that the earth is not flat. That's what I would say. Stacy Lovin, you have a good night. Get some rest. Make sure you brush the tooth. Celebrity squares. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Somebody needs to invent that app and sell it to YouTube. I think it would be good. Um, I want them to bring back MySpace, right? Like a newer version of MySpace where you can. Do you guys remember MySpace was like the coolest thing? Like Facebook sucks. It's like kind of boring. There's really nothing there. Just a bunch of comments but MySpace, like you had the power to create basically your uh, website, your page, music, and it was cool. It was just fun. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Anyways, gang, you guys have a great night. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for 2 hours and 25 minutes. You guys are amazing. I have to go to sleep because I have to work tomorrow. I have to work. I still have to upload the videos actually for tomorrow. Shoot. But You guys have a good night. Get some rest. Make sure you guys brush your tooth. I hope all of you guys brush the tooth. Promise me you'll brush the tooth. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Because all this month, every day there's gonna be 2 videos, and every day we're gonna do a live. What you call it? Hey, in 3 weeks though, I'm gonna be working in Wisconsin and Chicago. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a live on my phone. What's up, guys? I'm in Chicago. I committed to doing a live every day in August. So it won't be a long live, but I'll do a live off my phone. Okay. So that's the story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. The videos every day are around 9:30 a.m. Arizona, 9:30 to 10 a.m. Arizona time, and the first one a.m. and 9:30 to 10 a.m. somewhere around there every day, and then the second one is anywhere from 3 to 5. It just depends, right? But usually around 3, 3:30, 4 is when the second one goes up, Arizona time, of course. So, anyways, you guys get some rest, brush the tooth, have a good night, and I'll see you soon. I'm gonna give you some lasers or oh shoot, you like that, huh? What else? Oh, like that. That's 80s right there. That's like Terminator for some reason. I don't know. What else? No wait, this balloons. Okay, that's this is so this one I'm gonna call what's the this is Pennywise, but this is a LGBTQ Pennywise. Okay, that's LGBTQ. Yeah. Okay, that's what that one is. That's what I'm calling this one. And then this one is Walter Mercado. Okay, if you guys don't know who that is, go Google it. Mucho amor. Have a good day. Bye.